Missy Metria. Sana Sikaripa no mi wajale mini ajibo. Eh? Sikano enie won kwade edipa de o wa ma we ante won ka wo bi oni bi o. Sikani nie. Wo de na mo sikari kwa me free mobile money.
Ye din kunim, ye diko, ye bese di bio. Yanko, hey, yanko, Oja. Now, yesterday, if you go and check Honorable Agyapong and his friends, their place, this is the song they were singing. No? Just said they are just dancing and singing because the $18 million that the jury wanted him to pay. No, right now, the judge, he didn't bring it to $5 million. He didn't bring it to $500,000. Not even $50,000. Not even $5,000.
The judge said $500. 1, 2, 3, 4. More than what Sammy Jemfi gave to Agada.
Hey! Now, I have the full gist of what happened in court and why the judge even slashed it down now to the 500. No? And we'll talk about it. But before then, if you're in UK, USA, or Canada, you want to send some $500, you can see the way everybody is saying that I'll pay. $80 million, everybody was quiet. $500, everybody said, oh, $500, carry, I'll pay. So yes, if you want to pay, use Lemfi. Lemfi comes with no service charges, no transaction fees, and the best exchange rates. You can use it to send money from UK, USA, Canada, Europe, all the way to Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, and other African countries. So yes, if they are doing Agyapong fundraising, $500, you can send it. Yes, all you need to do is go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, download the Lemfi app. Use my promo code Headless on your first transaction and you get some cool cashback deals. If you're in Europe, you send your first €50, you get €15 cashback. If you're in UK, you send your first £50, you get £10 cashback. If you're in USA or Canada, you send your first $100, you get $20 cashback. Only by using my promo code Headless when you're sending money. Now let's get into the gist.
I'm the Headless YouTuber, there's Headless Reactions. Alate, Yanko!
So for those of you who don't know, I'll leave a link in the description. Anas sued Agyapong in Ghana, but to no avail. The case was thrown out. Then Agyapong went to do some live interview, some podcast in New Jersey, and that place too, he said certain things about Anas, defamatory things, that Anas, he has been blackmailing people and he has been stealing land, all those things. And because of that, Anas sued him in New Jersey, because he made those defamatory comments in that jurisdiction. So they went to court. A couple of weeks ago, I brought you the gist that the jury found Agyapong guilty of defamation. And because of that, they have awarded $18 million to Anas. And then people started saying, oh, Agyapong is coming to file for mistrial. And then it wasn't mistrial. They just filed for this, and they are coming to argue the thing out that please, the 18 million, no, I don't think he deserves 18 million. And true, when they went to check the documents, the jury, when they pass their judgments, they will tell you they did a breakdown of the $18 million. And the $18 million, they awarded actual damages, $5 million. And then they awarded presumed damages, $5 million, and then punitive damages, $8 million, and that's amounted to the $18 million. But then when Agyapong's lawyers went, they said that please, first of all, judge,
Your Honor, it's like the jury, they are trying to do your job for you because the punitive damages, it's your job, it's not their job.
They said that one is the judge's job. To say that, okay, let me punish you by letting you pay this is the punitive damages. But then the actual and the presumed, cool. But that one, we can argue it out. Because actual damages is the damages that you have actually caused. If right now somebody says some things about me, or the person passes some defamatory comments about me, and because of that, some deals that I have, maybe some Lemfi deal, some Samsung deal, some deals that I have, some Johnny Walker Blonde deal that I have, and they cancel all those deals, it means the person has caused actual damage to me. And I have to prove that, okay, these are the actual damages that he has caused. Because the person said this about me, I lost these deals. This deal was 100,000 Ghana cedis. This deal was 50,000 Ghana cedis. This one was 120,000 Ghana cedis. So I've lost these deals. That is actual damages. And then when we go to presumed damages, that one is maybe when the person said a thing about me, some Kia deal be that was coming, some Mercedes-Benz deal be that was coming, some Tesla deal be that was coming, some $5 million deal be that was coming. Because of that, the people are shaking. So those ones are presumed damages. That because of the way my brand is, maybe I might lose those deals, or in future I will lose those deals, or even within the time of all this legal back and forth, I'm missing out on certain deals, and that is the presumed damages. And then the punitive damages is when the judge will say, okay, so you, Ankasa, this thing that you said about Headless YouTuber, you can see that it has really worried Headless. So punitive damages, I'm charging you with this. And then the judge will say, okay, in all, you to pay this one. So these are the three things that amounted to the 18 million. But then Kennedy Agyapong's lawyer said, Anas should come and prove the actual damages that were caused. The reason why they are giving him the $5 million, what is the actual damage that Kennedy Agyapong's things have caused, what he said has caused him? He should come and quantify and specify that, a deal be said, I lost it. Or maybe I was supposed to go here, I couldn't go. Or maybe my sponsors, they cancelled because of this. Actual damages. Like the way Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, Disney people cancelled the deal. Actual damages. Like the way the guy who was acting Kang the Conqueror, the way Marvel people cancelled the deal. Actual damages. They couldn't prove that Kennedy Agyapong has caused any actual damages. And then punitive presumed damages, no. What deals were you about to get, or what has this thing that Kennedy Agyapong said, how has it affected you in a way that you've lost some potential deals, some deals that we presume you could have gotten, you are not getting again? That one too, they couldn't prove it. And now the punitive damages to the judge watched the thing and say, the way you people couldn't prove this, and you couldn't prove that, and you couldn't prove this. Nature said the whole thing is looking like the damages, Nagasa, is no damage. So even though they found him guilty of defamation, that one they're cool, but damages, you can't quantify any damage. And according to New Jersey law, your presumed damage, if you can't really quantify it, the limit that they will give you is $500. If you can't quantify it. Actual damages, if you can't quantify, $0. Punitive, the judge can decide, I'll not give you. But presumed damage, $500. That's the maximum they will give you. If you can't prove that, whatever the person has said about you caused, some punitive, some presumed damages. So because of that, Kennedy Agyapong's lawyer said, okay, then the thing there, let's maintain the $500 like that. And then the judge came.
This is the ruling of the courts. Mr. Kennedy Agyapong has been found guilty of defamation. However, because Anas and his lawyers couldn't prove anything, $500 is...
As soon as they said that, Kennedy Agyapong said,
this one, let me just call one of my fans. They'll pay.
So because of that, too, that's how the judge just ruled that, okay, and yawa. So $500. But according to Anas, this is not a loss. According to Anas, this is actually a win to him too, because it was never about the money. His press release cry that he released was on 11th May. Meanwhile, the judgment was passed on 12th May. So that should tell you that Anas them, they already knew the judgment that was coming. Because 11th May 2025, press release. Meanwhile, the judgment was passed on 12th May. But I'm very sure backdoor discussions, they knew what the judge was coming to say. So they've prepared their thing already. And they said, our victory is in the judgment, not the reward.
This one is sounding like somebody question you and you say, the phone that they've questioned is not paying me, it's the SIM card.
Something like that. But Anas said, the victory is not in the judgment. It's in the judgment, not the reward. Forget the 18 million. The fact that Kennedy Agyapong has been found guilty of defamation shows that he, Anas, everything that Kennedy Agyapong said about him, that he blackmails people, he investigates people and blackmails them, and he landguard, he has been stealing people's land, and all those things. No. The fact that Kennedy Agyapong couldn't prove any of them in court means Anas, he doesn't do those things. And that is the judgment, that is a victory to him. Forget the 18 million. Are you sure we should forget the 18 million? Yo, Anas said, as Ghanaians may recall, a couple of weeks ago, an American jury found Kennedy Agyapong guilty of maliciously defaming my character. Consequent to the findings of the court, an amount of $18 million was awarded in my favor against Kennedy Agyapong. Following the award, Kennedy Agyapong filed a motion for remittiture, asking the judge to reduce the amount awarded against him. Thus, inherent in his motion, Kennedy Agyapong admitted to having maliciously defamed me. Now, this is the victory according to Anas. Today, the trial judge granted Kennedy Agyapong's motion for remittiture and remittiture. If I'm not a lawyer. And reduced the initial award to $500. This means that while the judge held that Kennedy Agyapong had defamed me, in his reasoning, the award against Kennedy Agyapong by the jury was excessive. Many avenues of redemption accrue to me. He can argue this, but it is important to state, as I previously did, that this fight has not been about the money, but rather the fight for truth and justice. Anas said there are so many avenues he can use to go and fight this judge's thing in court. But it's not about the money. It's about his reputation. I say, I am happy that not a single allegation was proven against me in court when Kennedy Agyapong was given full opportunity to substantiate. I will continue in my relentless fight against corruption, and in doing that, continue to name, shame, and jail. Signed, Tiger IPI. So this is what Anas has come to write. But then Kennedy Agyapong's people, they said that the way the thing is, $500 is too small. Right now, his fans in Ghana are saying $500. There's like, what, 700 CDs, 7,000 CDs to say they can pay. Now, they should just, they should show them where they should go and pay at. They will pay.
Missy Metria, Sana Sikariba, no me was Jalemi, ni Ajibo. Sikano any one quadia, anybody over my Anton who will be only you. Sikani, what an arm was going to free, but you bring mobile money. Any, you could not know me. I could 19,000, almost 190 million. Missy Metria, we don't come in here. 70 million. 7,000. So I quite fast with two coming to an input can make. Yan to one. Can't quite dear with. See away. See, $18,000. And that is $18 million. That's said, yeah.
Right now, Kennedy Agyapong, his people too are saying this one crowd here. We should see Anas mobile and give him $5,000 because $500 there, it can't even settle legal fees.
Maybe we have to give Anas $5,000. States of America, and for the look is so we'll give her the $500.
Team member Bakwetia.
Yes.
One of the team members has paid. Yes. It's just a voluntary payment. $500 in the tree. Amen.
So this one, the Kennedy Agyapong has won. Anas too has won. There can be two winners in a fight. Maybe you beat me, but the bet is that me too will sin. And I have two your sin. Even though you beat me, I have two your sin. So both of us we've won. Psycho.
Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think, because yeah. So if you've heard that 80 million has come down to $500, this is the reason. Now let me know what you think about it.
And no. Watch other videos on this channel. Tell somebody about Headless. Yeah, Agyapong.